Hey everybody, welcome back to week 5. Thank you so much for showing up like you do. And I truly appreciate it. I don't even know if I thank you enough for that. I know I request hitting likes and shares and all that kind of stuff. But if I haven't thanked you enough, I apologize. I thank you now, and I really do appreciate you all showing up. Today's vlog, what I wanted to do is I wanted to share two things I wanted to get across today. Number one, and I think this is the most important one, we talk about physical fitness. Well, what about mental fitness? How mentally fit are you right now to navigate through these unprecedented times that we're going through right now? Mental toughness and mental fitness is something that is incredibly important. So here's what I want to throw out there to you to kind of wrap your brain around. First and foremost, our brain, this fascinating thing that we have in here, has thousands of thoughts every day. Everyone, thousands of thoughts every day, for which you have no control over whatsoever. Zero control. These thoughts that enter our brain at any given moment, you have no control over that. They just show up. They're just there, the good ones and the bad ones, okay? But what you do have control of is your narrative, meaning what you are going to do with those thoughts. What thoughts are you going to gravitate to? What thoughts are you going to engulf yourself with and feed? So, as some of you may know, I'm a musician. And when I write songs, one of the first things that we do is we choose what is known as a key, a tonal center. And in that tonal center, there are notes available to you. There's tons of notes. And of those notes that we get to choose from to put in this song that has a tonal center, there are notes that work, that sound really good and feel good when you play them. And there are notes that don't fit. And when you play them, they just don't work. They don't feel good. So you get to choose which ones will work and which ones don't work and leave behind. So I'm saying that because guess what? Our narrative is a song. It's the song of our day. It's the song of our life. You get to choose the notes, the thoughts that you want to use. That's your narrative. That is what you do have control over. So what I want you to think about is whatever feelings you've got going on, you've created it by the thoughts that you're using. Your thoughts create your emotions. What's going on around you is not creating it. Because believe it or not, in times like this, yes, there is suffering going on, but there's also people that are thriving in various different ways, whether they're suddenly recapturing love within their home, with their family. Some people are picking up an instrument for the first time and playing it, or picking up an instrument that they haven't picked up in a long time, and they're getting involved in music, or they're working out more because there's some cool stuff, creative stuff going on online, or maybe they're reading more. But this is a time to thrive. And that's what I'm asking for. Anybody that follows me, I want you to thrive during these times because I'm choosing to thrive during this time. I'm choosing to thrive by loving my family even more than I already do, and my friends by getting online. I mean, I had a conversation with an old friend of mine that I haven't talked to in literally a couple of decades. We picked up right where we left off. There was so much love on this conversation that we were tickled to death at talking with each other. Man, that was wonderful. A lot of I love yous being exchanged via text, via Facebook or whatever, or Instagram or whatever platform you're using. There's some beautiful stuff going on. There's a lot of sharing going on. Indulge yourself in that. Embrace that. And stay away from as much negativity as you possibly can. All right, because there's tons of it on the television. It can be very confusing. As I always say, keep your finger on the pulse, but don't absorb yourself. Don't get absorbed by all this stuff. You control your narrative. Take control of that, because that's the one thing that you do have control of. Okay, so enough of that. And if anybody has questions and you want to engage with me in that, please do. I'm a coach. This is what I do. So if any of you are struggling with this kind of stuff, send me a little, I don't know, a DM, a direct message, or an instant message, or if you got my phone number, send me a text. I'll talk with you and help you through this if you need it, okay? Something else that I can share with you, something that I love to do during these times and any time, is I love to read. I'm surrounded by books. I grabbed a whole bunch of my books that I've read, that I am reading. I'm surrounded by books all the time. So I wanted to share with some really great books. So the first books I want to share with you are for everybody, but also maybe especially directed toward those that go, I don't like reading, or, whatever. So these books are powerful books. I'm talking powerful books. I'm only going to share with you books that I know that can be life-changing. But here's the thing about these books. They're all little books. They're short books. So again, for the person that isn't really into reading, these are great books to read. Chapters are short, and I'm talking about 3 powerful books right here. So the first book is The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Fantastic book. Please read it. Game changer for me. Literally altered the trajectory of my life in a good way. That's what we want. As a Man Thinketh. What a fantastic book. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Fantastic book. Look at that book. Lots of power in that short little book. And then one of my favorite people on the planet who also wrote other great books, but this is a great one. His name is Deepak Chopra. And this one's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Easy book, easy to read. I've read this book a couple of times. This is the newest version I got because I couldn't find my old version, and I found it. But anyway, I've got this, rereading it, okay? That's, again, easy reading, quick, done. You feel accomplished, you read a book. Something else, here's a couple of books by the same author. The author's name is Michael Singer. These are his 2, might be his only books, actually. Both bestsellers, sold millions of copies. The Untethered Soul. What an incredible. But these are kind of books that you can kind of get lost in. And I remember when I read these books, I got lost in these books and I almost didn't want to put them down. And the other book is called The Surrender Experiment. So if you like reading, I guarantee you, you will love these books. So check out these books. Then I got a whole bunch of different books from a bunch of different authors. These books are all great for different reasons. One of my favorite authors is, and one of my favorite people on the planet is a man by the name of Steve Chandler. I know him personally. He's a wonderful man. And he is a prolific writer. He's got tons of books. Reinventing Yourself is one of them. I don't know where that book is. I may have given it to somebody because I'm known for doing that. I like to hand out books as gifts. So I may have given away Reinventing Yourself. But he's got a book here called Shift Your Mind, Shift the World. Great stuff. And another book here called Fearless. Creating the Courage to Change the Things That You Can. Great books. Other books. Other books that I've got here. Byron Katie. Wonderful, wonderful writer. She's beautiful. She's lovely. She writes wonderful stuff. Who would you be without your story? One of my favorite people on the planet, Anthony Robbins. Tony. He wrote a great book here called Awaken the Giant Within. This is one of his older books. This was written a while ago, but this was a great book. Loved reading this book. A book that I believe everybody should have in their life. Everybody. Think and Grow Rich. And it's not just about rich with money. Great book. You should have that book. Mindset. I'm always thinking about the mind. Great book. Carol Dweck. Fantastic book. One of my desert island books. So if I was ever deserted on an island, I would want that book with me. And this is a great book. This was one of those books. And I like quick books. I like reading quickly and getting through books. This was a challenge for me, as was Awaken the Giant Within, but they gripped me. And this book, my goal when I got this book was to read 1 chapter a day. That was it, 1 chapter a day. And it's by Dr. Wayne Dyer, God rest his soul. He left us a few years back, but he wrote a great book here called Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. So a lot of mind-related stuff. So really good stuff here. Check it out. Do some reading. I got tons of other books. If you've read all these already and you want some other ideas, I've got tons of books. But those, I just wanted to share them with you. All right, folks, sorry. This one I can see I'm like almost 10 minutes in. Sorry for the longish vlog, but I just wanted to share these things. I'm going to put some videos up. We did some CrossFit on Monday, and then my box got closed. But they did some really cool creative stuff, and we're doing workouts virtual, which is really fun. You know, it's keeping us engaged. I'm still getting my ass kicked with these workouts. So, and also I want to report my weight loss. Remember, I put a challenge out there a couple of weeks ago. So I got on a scale this morning, 184.5. I started at 188, so I'm creeping down a little bit. This week was a bit of a challenge, but I'm still trending down, and that's the main thing. So I just want to keep you abreast of that. My St. Kitts trip is canceled, unfortunately. The right thing to do. And but we're going to have a year to use those tickets, and we'll go back to St. Kitts, no doubt. All right, so everybody, stay well, stay safe, stay smart, do what you need to do, isolate yourself, stay separate, only go out if you absolutely need to, but we will get through this. All things must pass, and this will pass, and we will be stronger because of it. I believe that. All right, everybody, much love to you all. Have a great week. Stay safe. Love your family. Love your friends. And be as creative as you possibly can and use this time wisely and be better for it. Okay? Peace. Why don't you use another 10? He's got 12 minutes.
One, go.
How cool is this? Working out with my CrossFit family virtually. Every day, 9 o'clock in the morning, like I usually would be there. Doing it here. Creativity. Stay busy. You got extra time at home? Get some exercise in, break a sweat. Doing it with my friends. Have fun. Reach out to me if you need some help with this. I'll give you some ideas. Break a sweat. Love you guys. Bye.
Live the day